Hi, welcome to Flight Test. I'm Chad, the director of Flight Test, and I would like to talk to you about the website today. There's been some really great content added to the site and some really great authors that I want to call attention to. But first, before we talk about that, I wanted to mention some tips on using the website or if you're creating articles. First off, the titles. Try to keep titles short and sweet and informational. An actual article that we have on our site is Vac Forming a Canopy. That's a great title because he even shortened the first word. I think most of us know it means vacuum forming a canopy. You can see the whole title right there on the article. That's good. What you don't want to do is have really long titles. Making a canopy with a home-built vacuum form machine. When you do that, the title runs off the page. You can't see what it means. Another example is how to make a cheap CG stand. That's okay. Maybe a little bit better would be make a cheap CG stand because it's already in the project category, so it makes sense. Short titles are good. Make them short and informative. The next thing I want to talk about is thumbnails. If you don't upload a thumbnail image, that's a little reference photo that's posted next to your article. So that little reference photo next to your article is important. You want it to be something that makes sense, that tells the potential viewer or reader of your article that what your article is about. Also, they're all square, so if you can, try to crop your thumbnail image into a square, and that way it takes up the whole box and you don't have rectangular images cropping kind of weird. So that's very important. You want relevant thumbnails. Also, I'd like to explain the difference between an article and a forum post. Forum posts are meant for more of a kind of like a discussion, or if, hey, guess what? I got this new plane and this is what happened to me on Sunday. That's more of a specific conversational kind of thing. An article should be more of a reference. So, hey, you get this new plane, you want to do an official review of it. That's good. Now, there is an area on the website called Just for Fun, which is kind of that in-between area where you want to share something and it could be reference material. Maybe it's something where you crashed your plane and you want to share it with everyone, and it's good stuff that people want to keep referencing. So use the forum for questions and conversation. Create an article when you have reference material that people might learn something from or come back again and again to see it. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was the author tab. When you click on the author tab, it'll show you all of the Flight Test authors, and you can sort them by different criteria. And you can see they all have an influence rating. So what happens is you can go to the author section and you see all these great authors, and when you click on one of the authors, it'll show you all of the articles that author created. So if you have a high influence author and you click on them, there's a good chance they're going to have some interesting and valuable articles that you might be interested in. Speaking of authors, I wanted to call attention to some rock stars. These guys have been doing a great job, and first off is dhdsracer. Don has been doing a really great job of providing content pretty regularly. One of his articles is MPX connectors as a servo harness, where he shows how to use the MPX connector as a servo harness for removable wings. It's very useful and definitely worth taking a look into. Another one, he did a Turnigy Talon Tricopter overview in flight. So if you guys want to know about certain products, he deals with multi-rotors a lot, and he even has a good one on the KK board and the KK2 board, I think. He's got a ton of articles. Check out dhdsracer. His stuff's great. Also, BusyBee is a young guy out of, I think, Florida. He has a KK2 update review article that is definitely worth checking out. He's very thorough and quality content, so thank you guys, thank you. Also, Jake Wells, he has making the aluminum Ycopter. These are high-rated articles that I've seen a lot of traffic. He's got a rating of 4.83 with 12 people rated it, and how many views? 880 views, so quite a bit. So good job, Jake, and keep providing quality content. We do appreciate it. Also, somebody else I wanted to mention was Ycopter. He has been doing some amazing videos with his tricopter, and I think he has some other multi-rotors, but primarily his copter of choice is the tricopter, and definitely check out his videos. They're interesting and something worthwhile. So what I'm going to do, I think each month, we'll see, I want to get some input from you guys. I'm going to go through and I'm sift through the articles, and each month I'd like to maybe bring some articles of interest to your attention. Lately, you know, scratch builds, multi-copters, FPV, those are the hot topics. But also, I want to look for some warbirds and, you know, some gliders, some maybe 3D flying, some areas of interest that we're not quite as robust in yet. So if you want to create articles, come join the community, create some articles. If you just want to do some research, come check it out. But we always love to get your feedback. Thank you guys so much for all the feedback you've given. Thank you for contributing to the site. And so that's it. Just wanted to share that. Hopefully we'll get the store going up here really soon, and we're going to develop these fan packs that have stickers and patches and t-shirts and chrome emblems and all of that. So I think that's it, and thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you later.